Is that your one? Sorry.
We've got
Hello strangers, hello friends, angels, donkeys, mice and men, and women, heaven forfend. Misogyny should mar this blessed nativity. But marred we are, the gloop is thick. Round our necks we're sinking quick. In our sorry state we gasping plead for some great estate to take the lead. What's that you say? Do my ears deceive? Rumours of a fossil-free C of E? Perhaps, with bishops on the ball, there's some good news after all. Just like a branch snatched from the fire, Methodists ponder whether to disinvest. But I tarry, time is short, as our climatologists report. To waste more time would be a sin.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything that was made.
The Lord spoke out many things, on foot and fin, and on the wing, of water, earth, wind and fire, all elements that do conspire to allow life, and grant great pleasure, when each is present in due measure. But dark on creation undoes his great care when too much carbon is in the air.
In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it.
But life, like its source, is ever working, and there is hope everywhere lurking. Oilmen rub their hands, worrying not the least, too busy to notice a star in the east. There's the third act. You'll breathe clear again, but first what we need are a few good women and men.
There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. He was not the light, but came to bear witness about the light.
So now, as we strain under this coalition, the greenest one ever wants their position. We wonder, perhaps, if they, with our permission, will set to work putting right our awful condition. Or perhaps someone else is needed to get the ball rolling, to create a popular movement ever extolling faith, hope and love, and climate justice. You know what I mean, just like John the Baptist.
Ready for our first song, everybody. Prime your diaphragms. All right. Silent night, holy night, where see the light, melting as temperatures rise, burning and filling the skies. Churches lead the way for us, dear ones. Thank you very much.
This is our first scene. If you've arrived late, it's Nativity, fossil free. Our story now finds us in the time of King Herod, Herod the Great. Now Herod's not that great. He works for the Romans, a faceless foreign empire who think they own everything. He's lots of blood on his hands, and he's rebuilding the temple, so the religious establishment won't say anything. His people do suffer, despite their priest's silence, one after another, beset by more violence, economic and social, and some by the sword, as priest, prophet and rabbis say nary a word.
How long, Lord, must I call for help, but you do not listen, or cry out to you violence, but you do not save? Why do you make me look at injustice, Why do you tolerate wrongdoing? Destruction and violence are before me. There is strife and conflict abounds. Therefore the law is paralyzed, and justice never prevails, and wicked hem in the righteous, so that justice is perverted.
Speaking of priests, today is the day when Zechariah goes in to pray, into the temple's secret places, befitting his station. He offers up prayers for the whole Hebrew nation.
My wife and I remain child-free. Though young at heart, time marches on, and our childbearing days are now long gone.
As he watches the incense as it rises up to heaven, out of nowhere, the angel Gabriel says hello to him.
Hello! Hello! Zachariah, get up! There's nothing to fear. But this always happens when angels appear. I have come to tell you some very good news. God has heard your prayers and is not amused. He sees the corruption, the lies and the pain. This is just like Egypt all over again. He will sort this out, but he will need a hand. He will send out a singular man. And here's the kicker. You'll like this one. You and your missus will have a singular son.
This is fantastic! Oh my word, on my life! I can't wait to go and tell my wife. We have waited and waited and prayed that we would have a child one day.
Yes, you'll be quite the fellow. He may seem funny, as he goes about in camel hair, eating wild honey. But no one will be laughing when he preaches repent and goes about baptizing. That will be what he said. People will rethink their ways, hearts and minds will be one, and parents will show concern for their daughters and sons. They may even begin to wonder how their kids will fare with drought, storms and flooding every year, everywhere. He will make straight roads and prepare the nation to receive the truth about Jesus, his own poor relation. Then he will be beheaded, but for opposing King Herod, not this one, his son, also called Herod.
Hang on now. In case you are not told, myself and my wife are exceedingly old. Check your facts. Something is amiss. I don't know now if I'm up for this.
I'm the angel Gabriel. My facts are correct. I got this information straight from God direct. Changes are coming. I do accurately relay that this boy, when a man, will have a great part to play. One more thing, Zachariah, then I'll be gone. Not a peep out of you, so you name the boy Joy.
Zechariah spake not a word. He tried to explain to his wife what he heard. He made himself clear. It took a while. Then they busied themselves conceiving a child.
The people are winter.
We meet Mary, a girl of lowly station. Her fiancé, called Joseph, is out. He works all the time. He's out fitting solar panels in the rain, hail or shine. Like Joseph, this young woman's, Mary, is a practical sort. A little suspect the angel speeds her way by public transport.
Even in the darkness, light dawns for the upright, for those who are gracious and compassionate and righteous. Good will come to those who are generous and lend freely, who conduct their affairs with justice. Surely the righteous will never be shaken, they will be remembered forever.
Mary! I think you're fantastic. Very excited, heaven's gone frantic. Calm down there, Mary, don't be afraid. Good news, soon you'll be in the family way.
What are you saying? I will not have a baby. I'm quite confident. No ifs, buts, or maybes. Events must conspire before babies on the scene, and I would never ever. You know what I mean.
Don't worry, Mary. What you say is a fact. And the Spirit of God will take care of all that.
Hey, what now?
Don't worry, Mary, wondrous things will unfold. Your son named Jesus, what you things long foretold, will be this land's greatest ruler, and then, peace on earth, and goodwill toward men.
And women.
And women. Yes, and women and men, and his kingdom will have no end.
And in case you haven't noticed, I don't live in a palace. I can't raise a king, not with my bank balance.
Verily, Mary, we agree with your sons. You have 99 problems, but being rich ain't one. It's not just that you're broke and living in obscurity. And now bang goes your good name despite all of your purity. This king will be humble and of low station, getting a bottom-up view of his creation. In case you're worried, it's too much for you. This little scandal's going to ruin Joseph too.
Well, that's alright then, I suppose.
Excellent! Now I'm off. I'll let myself out. I expect you and Joseph have a lot to talk about. One last thing, watch out for Herod. He's a little bit crazy. He does everything he's told by his advisors, EDF and VP. They have them all wrapped up and for their own improvement, and are unlikely to aid in the Peace on Earth movement.
My lord, three from East Anglia waiting reception. I know their sort though. Their game is deception.
Nevertheless, we can't have them just rot in the hall. I am the greatest biblical tyrant of them all, after all. Well, hello there, you great thinkers and my honoured guests. Tell me what's concerning you, as if I had not already guessed. You're going to ruin the economy and leave us all aligned. Well, go on. Do tell. I'm all ears and have an open mind.
Greetings, King. We bring glad tidings and a gift. We clean up the air and give the economy a lift. The age of choking back fumes is a thing of the past. We can have 1 million climate jobs that will last. They've lost their minds or just naive. Their reasoning is lacking. If you want some green jobs, then you want to join fracking.
Please, King, great and wise, will you listen to me? Invest quickly in renewables and energy efficiency.
We would greet the new king at the start of his ball and speak to him about the end of fossil fuels.
Since you live in this dump, we thought you might care. I think the last king was in bed with some millionaires. For goodness sake, what do you all want of me? Can't you tell we're busy trying to free the country?
I'm sorry, VP and EDF soon enter the sea. We must exit from it. Perhaps you and they can discuss this over a climate summit.
If I am raising a king who's been called wonderful, he will love his mother, his neighbours and his foes, for in spirit and in pocket, he's gentle and opposed to brutal sorts, unpopular with the establishment, or anyone corrupt or crooked, the liars and the bent. Everyone else will think he is the best. His friends with passion in fossil fuels will surely disinvest.
Hey! Or will he be lazy, proud and rash, fill up his pockets with oil-stained cash?
Will he be humble, living simply, preaching peace? The last will be first, those above underneath.
Or will he just take the dirty money and settle down to milk and honey?
Will he inspire a great inconvenient shower, who go about challenging principalities and power, saying the root of all evil is love of your wad? Or would he tell us that you cannot serve both mammon and God?
Or full of fear and lack of imagination, will they sit on their hands, watching the nation be torn apart by the oil-stained traditions of a few other companies and their machinations?
Those are all good questions. My lips are bitten. Still, much drama. The future is unwritten. And before we sing our